My good friend Bobby told me about a better mortgage. I am truly excited about it, and a lot of you need to know about it. Instead of trying to explain this new smart loan myself, I asked Bobby Andrus to join me and help me out. So today he is going to answer what I think are the most important questions. And then if you have further questions, you can ask me or you can contact him directly. Here we go. Here is Bobby Andrus.
Hi, I'm Bobby Andrus with University Lending, and here today we're here to talk to you about a new loan product that we have called a Smart Loan.
I'm excited about the Smart Loan. I want to use it myself. Bobby, what is the Smart Loan meaning or definition?
So our new Smart Loan is basically a hybrid HELOC and fixed rate type combination.
So it's a HELOC mortgage.
Yes.
Can you kind of just, I'm going to ask you some more questions, but for the understanding the product, can you just kind of elaborate on exactly what it is?
So it's a 10-year interest-only loan where the initial 10 years, it does act kind of like a HELOC. It can replace your current first mortgage, take that first position, and then you are able to draw from the equity that you have in the home during that first 10 years. After that 10 years, if there is a balance, then that balance converts to a 20-year fixed at that point.
It sounds a little over my head, but I'm interested to learn more about the Smart Loan. Who is best suited for the Smart Loan or HELOC mortgage?
So the best buyer suited for this particular type of mortgage is somebody who would be interested in an accelerated pay down of their mortgage, and who also might be a little bit more financially savvy, who's looking to leverage whatever equity they've built into their property within that 10 years against other investments, other real estate, other properties.
So if I have an investment property and I have a traditional mortgage on it and I want to use the Smart Loan to take the place of that traditional mortgage, how exactly would that help me as an investor?
Well, you would refinance, pay off your original mortgage, and then you would also have access to whatever the value is at that point.
So you would have access to that as like a revolving credit?
Correct, yes.
Okay, that makes sense because it's a HELOC, right?
Correct.
Okay, for all of us curious buyers out there, what are the loan to value limits for this loan specifically, or this product?
So it's up to 90% on a primary residence, up to 80% on a second home, and also on an investment property, given credit score,
So
credit profile, right.
80% on investment property?
Yes.
Okay. I'm asking about investment specifically because that's what I'm personally interested in. Can you give like a quick example of like someone you've worked with or like how it panned out for them?
Sure. So
residential.
Right. So in the case that you know, or you're that particular buyer who knows that they're going to pay down their mortgage rapidly, you're going to save a ton of interest over that 10 years. It's set up for you to basically pay it off after 10 years, and if there is a balance after 10 years, it converts into a 20-year fix. It's kind of a safety feature to where you won't have to incur any closing costs to refinance the mortgage into something fixed.
Okay, so quick question so that I clearly understand this. With a traditional loan, you're going to pay a certain amount of interest no matter what, and with this loan, you pay down your interest, and so over time, you end up paying less interest.
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure I have that correct. So Bobby has already talked about the HELOC versus the mortgage and has already said that you can use the HELOC product to pay off your mortgage. So I won't ask that question, but instead tell me and everybody else exactly, like for investors, how great is this product for investors?
It's a fantastic product for investors in that you're going to have somebody else paying your mortgage for you. They're going to pay down that principal probably at an accelerated rate depending on what your investment setup is, short-term versus long-term. And then it also gives you the flexibility to use whatever equity that they've paid down to turn around, potentially invest in other properties, or that flexibility to make upgrades to the property or kind of whatever you want to do at that point.
Okay, quick question from me. I remember when we talked about this loan a couple months ago, I feel like you said that if you have an investment property and you have the smart loan attached to that instead of a traditional mortgage, and whatever income you make off of the property goes into the pot,
Right.
the pot of gold, and ends up paying it down
Right.
without necessarily making a payment.
Right. It brings down, there's a passive way to use the product itself, and it is kind of advanced, and we probably would want to get a little more one-on-one time to go into in depth on really how it works.
I agree wholeheartedly because I'm not an expert, but he is. So talk to him. Why is the smart loan the loan of the future?
Well, in general, it's just a better loan product for that subset of individuals who have that additional income that they're looking to gain equity in their property, and then it gives them the flexibility to use it however they would like.
So one thing that I'm hearing a lot is equity, which is really important. So it sounds like you gain equity sooner.
Correct.
It gives you more flexibility. Correct. You can actually use it as a revolving type of credit.
Exactly, and you're not incurring any closing costs in order to use it.
Okay, so let's say I'm a first-time home buyer and I'm coming to you and I'm squeezing into that loan. I'm guessing that this is not the product for them.
Probably not, unless they have a high degree of disposable income and they're just that disciplined financially, and they know that they want to pay this loan down or pay this loan off in an accelerated time frame.
Okay. So again, another thing I'm hearing is just call Bobby, because while I have a small understanding of this loan, he's going to have the expert answers to your questions.
So I just wanted to say thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity to explain this new loan product, a better loan product, and hopefully one that a lot of people will utilize in the future and that will bring great value to their life.
I am so glad that you came. Everybody, this is Bobby Andrus. He's with University Lending. Call him for the in-depth information. Click the link below for your free guide to a better mortgage, the smart loan. I really hope that this video was helpful. I know it was helpful for me to make it, and we will see you next Thursday. Bye.